Luke Fox is the son who just came back from war looking to...
Dad! I said no before I went into the service, and it's still no. Why? You're the one who told me to follow my own path.
Thank you for finishing my sentence, dude. But ironically enough, he doesn't finish his father's wish to work for Bruce Wayne. That is, until they get attacked and Lucius gets shanked. Luke knew his father was working for Batman. Therefore, as an act of justice, and to stop feeling useless...
I'm a soldier, Dick. I need to be on the front lines, not stuck in some lab or boardroom or friggin' bedside chair.
He uses his father's technology to build an Iron Man suit, so he can name himself after a plane.
Hey, Batwing. Need a ride in the Batwing?
The point is, nepotism also exists in crime fighting. And also, Luke is someone who wants to make his father proud, but he needs to fight. So he uses Batman as a symbol to express and fulfill both. He also then kicks Firefly into a goddamn propeller. Jesus Christ. Ironically, Kate Kane has a similar existential crisis and solution. She was raised in a military family, but then her mother and twin were killed during a kidnapping. So she unlisted, but got kicked out and fell into a downward spiral, where one night she needed Batman to save her in a dark alleyway. This moment inspired her to turn her life around, but not because she wants to be Batman, but because she puts on the cowl to remind herself to never ever need someone like him ever again, which is why she runs around shooting folks and isn't really in touch with the Bat family.
After that night, I swore I'd never need Batman or anyone saving me again.
Both Kate and Luke are ex-military who sort through their personal feelings of ineffectiveness by using the symbol of the bat, but neither actually know Batman themselves, really.
Dressing like a bat doesn't make you a hero, it just makes you a target.
They use him as a reference to guide their own paths in meaning making. However, ironically, for someone like Dick, who was in fact raised by the old man, he has the opposite reaction.
Even when you've disappeared, I can't get away from you.
Something changing your mind.
As Dick explained to Kate,
When I was a kid, I idolized him. Hell, I wanted to be him.
You'd like it, wouldn't you? If he never came back, then you get to keep that suit.
But the older I got, the more I realized that I didn't know him at all. How could I? Bruce Wayne is as much a mask as Batman. And I think the only thing behind those masks is pain.
I've struggled for years to get out of Bruce's shadow, to build a life for myself as far away from his world as possible. And the last thing I want is to be wearing this damn thing.
A pain he refuses to share with anyone. So what was it like? Lonely.
as a result, when Little Dick is forced to become Big Dick by putting on the cowl himself, he chooses to be different. He offers help and says one of the most important lines in the whole film.
We all need to take off the mask sometimes, to remind ourselves that we're people underneath.
The cowl can give power for the host to overcome fear, directionlessness, and death.
Poor Katie. It always begins with death, doesn't it, Alfred?
But that power is also a shield, which can make you lonely because of how dehumanizing it is. You're no longer a person in your own eyes. Amusingly, Damian's predicament takes this concern quite literally. Talia wants her boy to be less soft, to rid away Batman's influence so he can become the perfect soldier.
You're of no use to me like this. Recalcitrant, emotional.
This dehumanizing treatment of the boy is then materialized into a complete person with Heretic, who's the sole survivor of a project using Damian's DNA for clones. But unlike the kid, he has no memories, just programming by the Mad Hatter. But as a result, there's a void inside him. As he explains,
My entire life has been suffering! Tell me, what is a man without memories? I want to know you, love you as he does. I want to feel you in my heart, in my blood. Please, let me have this.
Talia is like, okay, I'll let you have it. A bullet to the face. Batman Bad Blood posits memories is the soul. Memories is what defines people, giving them meaning and purpose. It's memories which made Damian unmanageable, less of a warrior.
She treated us like we were machines that she could just program. That's all we were to her.
But then memories is also what motivates the Bat family characters to make meaning for themselves. Luke's memory of following his father around in Wayne Enterprises, figuring out what he's really doing.
You've been bringing me here since I was a kid.
Kate's memories of needing a hero. Dick's memories of growing up lonely. As a result, For Talia to successfully control Bruce, she has to mess with his memories by making it so then Thomas Wayne tried to punch Joe Chill. I mean,
Push past the trauma to the child he was before he lost his precious parents. Then you'll break him, and then he'll be ours.
they reprogrammed Bruce Wayne by making it seem like he's always been alone, and his family are the ones who drag him. As a result, when he's rescued, he immediately dismisses and berates the new additions to the Bat family.
But we have to.
You're not Batman anymore, Dick. I call the shots around here.
However, the programming is beat when Bruce beats Dick off. Dick Grayson off. Beats Dick Grayson off. Where he's ordered to shoot the boy in the face. Damian confronts Talia over her narcissism, where it's not about the better future Ra's wanted, but control. And she ignores him. Dick then speaks to his father, and instead of expressing his resentment over living under a shadow where loneliness is like a parasite eating him, he expresses his love, his memories of what he's done, and how his example has shaped his version of Batman when Bruce was missing.
You brought us all together because you understood our pain.
Why reveal yourself?
Call it a hunch. Come on. Our loneliness better than anyone could. We needed family. We needed you.
Thanks for saving our butts back there, Luke.
Yeah, too bad they got away.
You're not just a mask. You're a man. The best man I've ever known.
Bruce is so conflicted that he would rather shoot himself.
Fight it. Yes, you can, damn it. For the little boy who lost his world in that alley.
The resolution is kinda goof though. Talia realizes that she could never have Bruce, so she runs away, but then Alex is mad about Heretic's death, so she causes a crash and a completely unnecessary explosion for some reason. And then the heroes watch as if they had something to do with it. Well, anyways, Batman Bad Blood is a fine movie. It's an entertaining hour and a bit, although the insane amount of death and violence is kinda hysterical. But what it succeeds in doing is acting as an interesting demonstration over the way our memories are fluid and how they're deeply social in their creation. Everyone are impacted by trauma, soldiers trying to carve their own path, but these paths are also informed by the love of their fathers and how they choose to creatively remember them. Thus, it's from these point of views the fathers have new ways to see themselves, new ways to remember. The inability to turn experience into conventional narrative and give it expressive form can lead to a cumulative exacerbation of interpretive difficulty and disruption for the individual subject involved, for it is not just the originating pain and hurt that causes trouble within a life story, but also how this plays a decisive role in a person's perception of life afterwards. That was a quote from Emily Keeley and Michael Pickering because I couldn't find a useful quote anywhere else. Batman isn't just a cowl, a costume, he's a creative solution for dealing with these memories. Kate and Luke see wearing the bat as a personal responsibility in honoring their fathers, who both support their endeavors. Heretic is a man with no memories who requires them to understand himself, while Dick uses his memories to help Bruce understand his. These connections is what Batman is. It's a way of communicating a simple concept. Help.
We're stranded and beaten, reaching for helping hands. We may be defeated, but we'll see the make amends. When the time's right, we're gonna get all that's good. Yeah, when the time's right. Oh, when the time's right.
So yeah, that was the Batman Bad Blood video. I didn't really plan to make this video, but then as I was watching Smallville, I had to take a break because it was just too much Smallville. So I ended up watching this, and I was like, hey, you know, there is something here interesting talking about, particularly when it comes to memory. So I was like, yeah, I'll write about it, and then here's the video. Cool. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon too, by the way.
I haven't grown into the man you raised me to be.